Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No, 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 no. Can we hear me now? Can we hear me now? Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? Okay, good. Hello, my name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I use my homemade deck, the Five Paths Tarot. And I'm kickstarting it off today. We are on our way to our Kickstarter campaign goal of March 11th, guys. We're going to start doing promotions for this every single day. I've only got $800. That's 8 decks left for you to buy for me to accomplish my goal. So that's only $100. That includes shipping and handling. You may get one of these cards in the mail, one of my art cards from my original deck. There is a contest going on for one lucky person out of that 50 to get one of these cards. Now, depending on how many people actually sign up for it, that's how many people will get these cards. So right now, I have the 2 people who have already ordered the decks now. Now, if I don't reach my goal by March 11th, that will go away. I still will continue making the deck. I just won't have that Kickstarter campaign money to help me with it. So, it's Swifty. Welcome in, Swifty. Okay, so, you know what? That's how it's going, guys. We're trying to. Had an incredibly beautiful weekend. We finished all of the pot that we had. It was the best 2 weeks of our life. We were in land for a while there. So returning back to our regularly scheduled programming, which is me having things fall all over the place. Damn you, gravity!
Gravity always wins.
Gravity always wins, says the witchy Beth. So here we go, guys. Oh, we're ready and smoother and never better than before. Oh, thank you, Elka. I'm so glad I've got this smooth track going on. You know what? It's not the good streamers. I'm not a professional streamer. I'm not trying to earn a living at this, okay? Jeez. Oops. And guess what I do? I fucking...
You fucked up.
I fucked up. Give me a second. I'm having issues.
Oops.
Here we go. Give me a second, guys. I'm coming back as soon as I can. Space Pirates. Give me a second here. It's connecting. Hopefully you guys can still see me and hear me and all of that stuff. Dear God, what have I done?
I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm back. Anyway, it looks good. Okay, now, these I don't want. Oh, fucking Christ. When it happens, guys. And I'm sorry about this. I've got to take 5 seconds to fix this shit. Because it's on the wrong setting and I can't get my screens to work. So hopefully I'm still streaming because it kind of locked me out there for a second there. Okay. It looks like I'm still streaming. Yep, I'm still streaming. Turn on the connected device to HDMI 1. If not turned on, your screen will standby mode after 30 seconds. Come on. Okay. Why are you not connecting to the PC now? When it rains, it pours, guys. So anyway, while I'm dealing with some technical issues here, guys, give me just hopefully a moment. Turn the device onto connected HDMI 1. Okay, fine. That's what I'll do. God damn it. Anyway. Alexa. God damn it. Go back. That's not good. No. Remove. No. Cancel. I want to reconnect my damn device. Connected devices. Smart things. Okay, you're on the PC. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, turning the TV off. I got a new monitor, guys, and it's kind of being one of those things where it's kind of like, not working with it. So thank you very much for being patient with me, guys. Turn on the TV, Alexa. Hopefully this just fixes the issue. Otherwise, I might need to stop and restart everything, guys, because I got to figure it out. HDMI 1 is not working. So, no, I don't want it in game mode. I want you to connect back to the PC like you're supposed to. Turn device. I can't believe this is happening to me now. Okay, so, okay, you know what? Okay, that's not it. Let's see if I can figure it out now. This was working like 5 seconds ago, and then I don't know what happened. I pressed a button, and now I can't return it back to factory reset, maybe? I don't know. I can still see you guys and stuff, but it's kind of hard to I got a new monitor. I'm gonna show you guys once I get this crap figured out. So readings are on standby for right now, guys. So give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can fix this real quick. I can still see you and everything. So while I'm working on this, how is everything going for you guys? Are things going well, or things, something like that? And I'd show you my new setup, but it's not working right now. So here. I'm trying to see if this can go back to working, but it's not doing it, guys. Princess, I'm sorry you're having a hard time. Let us know what's going on. Maybe we can help, or at least give you some good inspiration to make things better. Um, you know. Okay, you know what? This is it. I can't believe I got to do this. I guess I do. Game mode is off. Okay. Raw 99.99 points. Okay. See if it works now. I took it off game mode and put it back on a different mode. Maybe that's what I needed to do to fix it. Nope. Damn it. Alexa, restart computer to factory settings.
I had trouble.
Restore TV to factory settings. Come on. Princess, I really want to help you, so we're going to try to get back to doing the thing we're supposed to be doing. I'll have to figure it out later. I don't know what happened, but something happened where it's not connecting correctly, and I don't know how to do a factory reset. What? Oh. Okay, I think I got it now, maybe. Okay, while my screen is resetting here, let's get to doing a reading because I can still see one screen here. So, you know what? I don't need to really do it. Hey, Princess, do you need a reading today? Maybe we can help you out. I'm going to get, like I said, thank you guys for being patient with me on this whole thingy here. I got to reset up my screen a little bit here. So give me just 5 more seconds and I'll be ready. I promise. I think I will. At least. Not that one. Not that one. Definitely not that one. Yes, this one and this one. That's all I need to do my readings for today. So, nope. There we go. Now that I got my screen kind of back to normal, guys. So we're slowly but surely getting it back up here. Okay, Alka, let's get to doing your. Here's how it works here, Alka. No, you know how it works here. Give me your numbers. I feel like Princess might need some help too, so I'm reading what you said there, Princess. But we'll get you some help no matter what. 6 and 12, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you very much, Elka. And you have a God card as well. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the 12th card is now on top. Did you just want a general reading today, Elka? Let's see, did you say anything? Well, my monitor is officially restarted. That's a good thing. So, did you have a question today, Elka, or general? Okay, that's all I want to know. General for the young lady Elka today. And these are blunt tarot readings, so I don't sugarcoat a damn thing here. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I'm going to make sure that you know that I'm going to try to lead you to the day where you can say, today is your best day ever. I'm going to try to give you a happier, better outlook on life. That's what we're here to do. So, and we're here to help you with that. And I use my intuitions and my guides to help me tell you what you need to say today. So maybe it'll just automatically set it up for me. So we'll get to your...
Keep that dream alive, honey.
I know. Keep my dream alive.
2 simple options. How would you like to get started? Choose one.
Okay. I wonder. So, I'll do that later. Fuck it. Anyway, let's get to your reading there and what you need to hear today, Alka. So, basically, what I'm feeling for you today is this. It's a time of change for you. And I'm going to turn this off for right now. I'll set it up later. And I can still see you guys here, so that's the most important part. So if I seem like I'm turning like this, it's because I'm looking at the monitor a little bit. I'm used to looking like this. Now I'm kind of like looking like that as well. So just kind of let you know what's going on. I'm having some technical issues this morning, and I had to redo my new smart TV. That's my bigger screen for the, so I can see things. I have 2 different monitors now, so I could see all of my junk, like, players reviews bot, my chat, and then I could concentrate on the OBS, being able to switch it, seeing my camera, stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. So, now I want to get back because whenever I get into one of these moods, it usually leads into something I have to tell someone. So, Elka, it's about the changes that we are going through right now. Just like I am going through changes, it seems like sometimes things are difficult and sometimes things aren't working out the way they need to be working out. Going through the motions and going through the cycles of life, as we start to rebirth and renew our souls and renew our spirits, it's a time of renewal for you. It's a time of you accepting that life is always going to be in flux and change, and that you have drawn back from your past to your future, and you are accepting that what you have gone through up to this point has led you to where you are now. Now you're finally getting to be okay with that. You're moving on to the next stage, which is letting go of the past and letting it die, which I think you've moved way past already. You're working on the rebirthing part. The rebirthing part is that bringing myself back to a place where I feel centered and grounded, where I feel at home again within myself, within the people that I am around. And finding that peace within yourself is all about that new foundation that you are needing to set. So the stone that you are setting now, we cleared away the old foundation. We're not using that anymore because it wasn't helping us in the first place. Now this new foundation we are setting down into the ground, which I believe you've completed this process already. Now we're trying to build up what we need around it to keep that safe spot, or our save spot, like a Mario game. Ding, we just saved you. Boom, this is where you go back to. If you ever go back to a bottom again, you go back to today. You go back to this bottom, the day you set this stone down in the ground. You don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. You have a new start point, because now you're developing a new picture. You're starting to weave the little threads of your life and starting to form that picture where you can see in your head what you are imagining what your life will be like. And then you are putting that out into the universe, and as you start to manifest that reality, you start to weave through all of that which you need to know, and that picture starts to develop. And as you start to see the lines come in, and start to see the world for what it truly is, truly be the artist, you have to understand that what you put out there may not be received well, may not be accepted, may not be loved, may not be anything. But it's not about what they feel. It's about the intention you brought into that picture in the first place. You, as the artist, know what you put down into that picture. Whether people look at it and say it's pretty or not, or ugly or not, that's up to them to decide. But you don't have to worry about what they think, because you, my lady, Elka, have to remember that there are three things in this world that you definitely need to hear. And I think you've gotten this card several times, but I don't know why you need to hear this again. But this is my mother's card. And whenever my mom shows up in my deck, there's three messages I need to give somebody. But I want to tell you a little bit about the Gardenia Rose. I know this is why you're going through everything you're going through, because you have moved from the expectation of life like my mom used to live. She lived most of my youth doing what everyone expected her to do rather than living in her dreams and goals and things that she was, going to be doing. So she had to turn her life around. She stopped working for everybody else and started working for herself. Did it last very long? No. But did it make her happy? You better believe it made her happy. It made her happy because she finally went for it. She finally tried to do a dream. Did it work? No, it didn't really work for that long. But you know what? At least in that moment, we are trying to bring everything we need together. And my mom was one of those most creative, influential, kind souls you would ever meet. She had her set of problems, don't get me wrong. She was a very mild alcoholic. She had a lot of anxiety and depression issues, and that kind of translated into us growing up as kids sometimes. She was a single mom, so I don't know if any of this relates to you. But the thing that you need to understand is you need to start to weave yourself through all of the parts of your life and give as much as you take. Because if you're a giver, and I believe you're an extremely good giver, you have to take back some of that energy and fill that donation box back again so you can still grow, so you can still weave the web. Yes, you want to help people. Yes, you want to do all that beautiful, loving stuff. But if you don't heal self as well, so you have to get better at that energy exchange. And the three things I need to tell you, Elka, you ready? Are you ready, Elka? Because I think you've heard this before, but I kind of want this to go out to Princess too, just a tiny bit, because I'm feeling that she needs to hear this too. So, Princess, I want you to hear this. Plus, we're going to give you a reading. Okay? You're next in line, by the way. Hit me. Number one, Elka, I want you to understand this. You have the power! That's right. I want you to say it all day long today. I have the power to create the destiny and manifest it into being. I am the most powerful person that has ever existed. No one is more powerful than me or my will and my intent. Number two, and please hear me, you are loved by more people than you could ever possibly imagine. You need to start to look around and see all the people you've helped, you've made good things and choices for, you've done a lot of things for people, but you know what you need to do? You need to remind yourself that you are loved for every last little thing you've ever done for people. So don't ever say to me, you are not loved ever again. And number three, and the last and final thing you need to hear, and I want you to hear me. So open up those big ears and hear them. It's time to carve your own goddamn destiny already. Sorry, the microphone is a little closer and it kind of made it sound like really loud. Okay, sorry about that. Let me turn down the microphone volume just a tiny bit here. So, let me say it again. You need to carve your own goddamn destiny into being. That's right. You have that power. You are a destiny weaver. So, you know what that means? It's time to own up to your power. Know all of that which is in you, because you are an important, beautiful person, and I don't ever want to hear those negative thoughts ever again, because you are the person who has the power, who is loved, and can carve their own damn destiny. That is your reading for today, Elka. And we have your God card. Now, since Princess hasn't been here before. Okay, now, is it better now? Is it better now? Do I have a... Where did it go? I lost my filter. Ah, well. It's around here somewhere. I know I have an extra one. Till I can find the other one. I'll give you your God card. Don't worry, you're gonna get it. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is this stupid little thingy? Okay, there we go. Now, can we hear you better now? Let me check the mic volumes real quick before I give you your God card. Are we good on sound now, guys? Can we hear me okay better now? Is this better? Okay, good. So, now, your God card. What do you really need to hear that you don't want to hear, right? This card is the most extreme card that you can get here, Princess. When you get one of these cards, you've been asking your higher power for an answer to a question. You haven't asked anybody else yet. They're here to give you the answer. But they're not just going to give you any answer. They're going to give you the most direct answer possible. So, boom. It's time for you to get out of your own goddamn way, Elka. Stop trying to push the boulder up the fucking hill. It's not about getting the boulder up the hill. It's about you deciding that you no longer need to get the boulder up the hill. The anxiety, the fear, get past all of that crap. You know what you really need to do? You need to step to left or right and let that damn old boulder fall down behind you. That's right. So you can walk up the rest of this hill without impeding your journey. So you can make it to the top so that you can start to see where you want to grow, where you want to be. So today is the day you stop getting out of your own way and you let go of those anxieties, fears, and all those things that keep stopping you from happy. Now is the time to say, fuck them, let them go, and start finding happy. That is your reading for today, Princess. Okay. Let me see. Card read. It is searching. Searching here. Legally blind searching. That is the card you got. So you got the searching card. I'm doing a cleansing shuffle for you, Princess. Because I always do a cleansing shuffle for everybody who gets a reading. That way they don't get anything else on from other people. And I'm going to read for you exactly what you need to know. Princess, I think I know your question, but if you have a question, just put it as simply as possible. If you want a general reading, just say general. I see your numbers. Let me go back and look at them because the chat kind of went away from me here. Is it still 6 and 12? Just to clarify, it's still 6 and 12. I think that's what it was. Oh, not 8 and 19. Sorry, 8 and 19. So we have 8 and 19. Is that correct? 8 and 19. You're welcome, Elka. And as always, thank you for being here. So I'm just kind of waiting to see Princess respond here. 8 and 19. Just give me a yes. That's good. Okay, good. All right, here are your 8 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, God cards. 4, God card. 5, 6, 7, and 8. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4 God card message today. And 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and the 19. We want to know about the outcome. Are you ready for the real answers there, Princess? I want to make sure that you're ready for any answer you can get today. If you get a yes and should keep continuing, you're going to do that. And a no, I'm going to stop and move on. So that's what we do here is we try to help you find the best possible choice for you. I don't tell you what to do because I can't come there and live your life for you, nor do I want to. So let's see what the cards have to say for you on all of that. Okay. What should we do about the roommate situation? Huh? Hootie. Cards. I always just when I see certain cards in certain orders, I kind of go hoofty. Yeah, well, they do happen. You can get up to 6 God cards, guys. So when you do get God cards, if it's more than 6 cards, it goes back into the shuffle and I keep shuffling. So if 6 or more cards pop out, it's just a mishandle. I don't consider that. But if it's under 6 cards, those I consider a message from your higher power. So, Princess, let's get into what you need to hear about the situation that you're in. And the roommate and what you're feeling right now. It feels like you're losing something here. The thing you need to realize is what is actually happening here, Princess, is it is time for you to take a different approach. You've been taking the nice, long, hard road to get to what you want. Maybe it's time to stop walking so long, so hard for the same thing over and over and over again, like you're running a marathon and going to tire yourself out. Rather than do that, maybe it's time to get into your mythical car and drive to where you want to go. So maybe it's time for you to see where the end of the road really leads. Look into the future and ask yourself, is this what I really want? Is this what I really need? Is this something that will really make me feel fulfilled? This person, this place, this thing? Because once you get into that car, you can bring whatever you want with you, including the person that you choose as your soulmate or person of choice sometimes. But sometimes it's just like any other journey. You have to ask them to go along for the ride. And I kind of feel like right now you are working so hard at making this work that it's becoming like a trying too hard moment, trying too much moment. You keep trying to show this person over and over again how much you love them, and they're not responding back in return, or not feeling all of the stuff in return that you want to feel back. And the outcome of the drive card means you have to decide what you're going to bring along, because you can bring your snacks, you can bring your treats, you can put on the pretty music, you can roll down the windows, you can get out there on a nice day, take a nice leisurely drive, but you got to take that steering wheel by your hands and start to navigate the roads and start to pay attention to the signs that are on there telling you the dangers and warnings ahead, because maybe you already know the answer, because those inner guides, your higher power, whatever you believe in, has got your back right now. They're trying to help you make the best choice for you. You have to start to listen to that inner voice inside, because they are giving you exactly what you need to move your life in a certain direction. Now, maybe it was a while ago, maybe it was several years ago, but you may have asked them to do something for you, and now it's coming to fruition. We sometimes see this as negative change when it could be a positive change. Maybe if we show him just how much he misses us, maybe he'll come find us and seek us out for a change. Maybe if we let it be and let it go, we can start to feel that within ourselves. I just read what you wrote. Yes, this is true. I just want another chance, so I feel so lost and hurt. And that means you have to listen to your heart and listen to those intuitions telling you whether it's time to stop or it's time to try again. Sometimes I kind of feel like you are trapped between the I want a person to help me feel better about myself, rather than I need to fix myself first and then go find a person. Because what I'm feeling more from you than anything right now is that you don't have any confidence in yourself, that you're letting your worry and your doubt drag you down, and all those voices in your head, you're letting them run your life rather than you running their lives. And that's what you need to start to switch this track on. Now, you got my Larimar's door card, so I want you to actually look at your situation right now and really consider something, okay? Is the place you're in, the ugly old cage that feels comfortable, safe, and warm, that is just what you have expected and want to be? Is that cage someplace that feels like it was home at one point but doesn't feel like home anymore? Because this ugly old cage that maybe you were living in may have seemed pretty comfortable and may have seemed pretty good. But once you walk out of that cage and look back at it, you might decide you don't want to go back into living a life where someone doesn't love me back in return anymore. Let the hurt go. Let the healing begin, and moving on can sometimes mean that we have to exit our old expectations of what a relationship looked like and reevaluate what real relationships do. Now, I'm only an 18-year married person, so I only got 18 years of experience here. But you know what's helped us keep the most positively beautiful relationship we've ever had? First and foremost, you have to be a team. You have to be that magical freedom, that powerful force that nothing can stop. You have to do this together. You cannot do it alone. And that's where you need to start with this, young man, is discover what we can do together as this team member. If we need to heal from the hurt for a while, maybe we give it a break. We come back to it, we heal, we come back, and maybe somewhere down the road, maybe even a couple more weeks or maybe even a day or two later, this healing will begin. But we have to walk out of that ugly old cage and those old expectations and those old habits and those old things that kept us from being happy. We have to walk out of that cage, turn back and say, ew, don't want to go back to that again, and start to lock that cage, throw the key into the center of that cage, and imagine that we have this newfound freedom. For the first time, you have a new choice. Now, it seems like this person can still be a good friend, but sometimes friend is all it will ever be. I was in love with a woman for 7 years who could not love me back in return. I did everything I could. I changed my look. I changed my attitude. I changed everything about myself to become the kind of guy I thought she would fall in love with. She never, ever looked at me in that way, ever. Not from the very start of the time. She was my best friend in the world. She was the best communicative person in the world, but she was not right for me. She was my example, what I needed to understand what love didn't look like so I could know what real love looks like. And trust me, I know what real love looks like because we are communicative, because we are each other's team members, because we tell each other the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We don't have secrets. We don't have anything hidden between us. And allowing ourselves to open up those ears and hear the other person say the most horrible things that they need to say to us and not take it personally, but still accept it and start to move together as this. And after 18 years of marriage, there had to be love in return there, because without that, you don't have anything. Maybe it's time to stop and enjoy what you do have right now. Look at your life and see how happy life could be if you just accepted the journey of self. And with these cards, I think it's time to say goodbye to this young man and move on for now. Maybe there's a chance later. But for right now, I don't feel like that's in the wheelhouse right now. It's time for you to find a new form of happy. And I think it's the happiness inside you need to feel more of rather than the happiness you want to feel, like that. Let me see what you said. He's only a friend. He's not a lover. He's like my brother. Well, okay, so whatever the situation is then, it's time to find the joy in that. Friendships can be repaired. I don't know what happened there, but I'm talking as far as a relationship. Any relationship. It's not like it's only exclusive to lovers. This is good communication for any and all relationships. You guys all need to hear. If you don't have mutual stuff in return, you can't get that. Well, somehow, some way, I feel that do the cards show if you will ever be friends again? I think it's going to take what it's going to take to do that. I see that could be possible, but honestly, the Larimar's door card is saying maybe you need to look at that friendship again and really see what you gained from that and what you wouldn't gain. I think you need to leave some old crap behind and let it go, and then maybe move on to a new version of the friendship. What did you guys used to do something when you first became friends? It was someplace you guys used to go to. You would meet up, you would have coffee or ice cream or something like that. It was like a sit-down diner, but it was like I'm seeing a wooden outlook on the outside. It's kind of got like a brick kind of housing a tiny bit, but it was a small little place you guys used to go. Okay, so maybe it's time to invite him out for coffee and remind him why we became friends in the first place. So I would start with, and then finding the joy in what friendship you did have and reminding him and telling him and saying with an honest, open heart, I am sorry for the hurt I caused you. I don't care if you hurt me. I want to be your friend. I love you unconditionally, without condition. That means I don't care if you hurt me or don't hurt me. I'm still going to love you, even if that's a friend. You do that. But that's what you needed to hear for the gentleman card. I feel that You will become friends again. I think it will happen. I just think you need to give it some time and space and allow you guys to re-understand what that friendship meant in the first place. I think if you can get back to that and remind him of that, that's when it will start back up again. So that's kind of like I said, hey, remember when we used to work with that really dumb manager, blah, 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 blah? I have apologies like this, but I appreciate your energy. Well, then you just got to give it time. Maybe it's more of a confirmation to give it time and space and say, when you're ready, I'm still here. When you need my help, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a balance between good and bad energies. And I don't know if that's what you needed to hear today, but maybe you needed to hear something like that. I appreciate you saying that. I do have a God card message for you as well. 4 God cards. I thought I had 5. Didn't I have 5? Oh. Nope, I put them all under here, so that's all I got. 4 God cards today. So 4 God cards are basically an answer to a question you've been asking lately. So maybe this answers another part of the question. It could have something to do with the previous reading, but it may be another question you've been having lately that you needed answered from your higher power. So I always ask permission to show you these cards because you're the first time here that I've seen you in a while. So I would rather ask you permission to show you these cards than not. So if you don't want to see them, say, no, I don't want to see them, or yes, I want to see them. Whichever you appreciate, that will be the end of your reading there. And then Serenity, you are next. So Princess, do you want to see your God cards? Yes, I'll see them. So, here's what you need to hear. Today, I want you to realize that you are not stuck and lost. That all you have to do is pick those feet up off of the ground and stomp them in that thin layer of ice. Just like that beginning ice, when it first starts, it's very thin. It cracks very easily, but sometimes you can feel like you're stuck in one place for way too long. Maybe it's time to stomp your feet to the ground and just get going and moving in a positive direction. Start to get out of your own way a little bit. The searching card is all about you getting out of the way of your own anxiety, fear, and depression. What the hurt that might happen, that you've had happen with this gentleman, maybe it's time to let it go and forgive self for whatever happened, which way it ever did happen, and then move on and allow him to find you and remind him just how much of a friend you are. You've done that already. So maybe it's just time to start up that hill to start to see that there could be a better possibility ahead. And I think that this has more to do with the last reading than it has to do with a different question, because they're telling you to start to shine down onto your world the brilliant, beautiful sun that you are. Now, I draw a card every single day for myself, and I try to look at it in a new, different way when I do. Today, I drew the glaze card. And you know what? I've had so much positive stuff happening to me lately. It was basically a confirmation card for me saying, it's time to start to believe in the light and the power and the brilliant, beautiful soul I am, and start to shine down onto the world and start to create that which I need to start to do. And lastly, but not least, and I think this is the advice you need to hear the most, is it's time to release. Sometimes when you love something so much, you have to let it go. It seems like it's the hardest thing you will ever do in your life. But to release that spirit, that energy, that loving feeling, and continue to feel those loving feelings and continue to feel those friendship feelings. But it's time to let some part of it go. What it was will never be again. We will move into a different kind of friendship. We will reevaluate everything that has happened. And maybe this time we'll have some rules in place so that no one steps on toes the next time. But it's time to allow yourself to let go of all of this anxiety and fear and depression and all of this hurt. I want you to go do something for me today. Okay, Princess? I want you to go find an ugly old rock out in your yard somewhere today. And I want you to ask your higher power to create the most powerful dark void it can, that can suck any kind of negativity away from you that you don't want in your life. But there's one thing you need to let go of in your life that you need to put in this rock. Now you pray on that rock every single day until you feel like it is full as fuck. Once you feel like it is full as fuck, you go find a place you can never ever get it back, and you put that power in your hand and you ask your higher power that when this rock touches earth once again, it goes back into the earth and it gets recycled and renewed, and it will come back to me in more positive ways. You take that rock and you throw it as far as you can, you scream, you holler, you do whatever else you need to do, and then you have to remind yourself that every single day that you did that, you let go of that thing. And then when you're finally done releasing that rock, I want you to go find a beautiful rock somewhere. Go buy yourself a rock that feels warm, energetic, loving. Rose quartz works very good for this. So if you want to go get a rose quartz, that's fine. But go get whatever stone you feel is comfortable for you and do the exact opposite. You're going to take that rock and you're going to put the most brilliant, beautiful, loving light in it that can gather all the extra energy you don't need right now. That is the happy, good, beautiful energy. But there's one thing you need to put back in place of the thing you removed. So one thing you removed may be depression. You need to put confidence back in there, or whatever else you feel you need to. And you pray on that for the exact amount of time that you did for the ugly old rock. So if you did it for 3 days, you got to do it 3 days for the beautiful rock. And then you got to do the exact same thing, only this time you keep that rock. Once you feel like it's full, you seal that rock with your higher power, and you honestly ask it to, whenever you need positive, more reassuring energy in your life, and you need that extra boost, you grab your rock and you ask that, and it will help do that, put that back into you. And something that I kind of give to people whenever they get the release card, they kind of need to hear to do that today. So hopefully that helps you with that. And let's let it all go. Let's let all of that hurt go and start working on the acceptance part, that it is what it is for right now. And I think you will, I honestly feel that you will become friends again. I think all you need to really do is give it some space and time for each of you to heal a little bit. I think that it's more of the too close to home moment right now, and we need to let it kind of slowly, gradually, decay and die. And I think that's all that really needs to happen with you and your friend. And I think if he's the friend you think he is, he will finally come back to you and say, you know what, I was kind of being a dick and blah, 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 and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But give him the time and space he needs to figure that out. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be a good guy, but you know how it goes. Sometimes I am a little bit of a crazy man. I'm going to have a quick smoke break. My wife says no. Really? I don't believe you. Ha 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 ha. I need a coffee drink. I need a smoke break. And then Serenity, throw me your numbers and let me know when you're ready. Did you see that coffee just spilled all over my belly? And Lucifer has finally entered the room. Hi, Lucy. Meow. I'm busy right now. I really would appreciate that, Princess, but I hope that I helped you find the energy that you need, and I hope that you live a more positive life. I want you to search every single day and find your best day ever. Remember, no matter what I've told you here today, guys, you have the right and responsibility to find the happy in your life and live the life you want to live. So go do that today by simply saying, today will be my best day ever. Now, you know what, guys? That's what we got to do sometimes, and you know what? It is a lot about that self-love stuff and saving and healing the friendships. And Mr. Savage said it perfectly. He's kind of went through something similar, and now he's giving it time and space to do what it needs to do. And you got 5 and 9, just a general reading, I'm assuming, for you. Let me give you your cleansing shuffle, Serenity. So, Serenity, if you have a question, now's the time to ask. All right, here are your 5 official shuffles. Once you tell me if this is a general or do you have a question? And you want to know what that special event will, when you go to that special event, what will happen? Okay, let me go find out if that is for you. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 God card today, Serenity. And 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, Serenity, I feel like the special event that you want to go to is a place where you will maybe be stressed a tiny bit when you're there, but I think it's going to be designed to help you find that home within yourself. I think the universe needs to put you in a little bit of the cauldron of change a little bit and mix it all up so that you can start to figure out what soup is boiling at the moment. But what I think it may be a good idea to go to this event because what I'm feeling is that there's something from the past you want to resolve or something from the past you need to come and be home with, at least within yourself. And this event, when you go, may challenge you a little bit, but you will find an inner peace within yourself that you've been wanting to find. So that's kind of what I feel like that you are going to be searching for. Is this is the kind of the thing that you know there? Hey, Sylvia. But it's about what you want to get out of this. You know, Serenity, it's about what picture you're starting to see. If it looks like an ugly picture, remind yourself it may not be about what they view. Their intentions may not look good on the outside sometimes, but when you actually go and look at the whole big picture of what they're trying to do, they're working with light and dark energies here. We're working with a lot of different things here. We're developing what the picture means. We're developing what this means. So we can never know unless we try. So ask yourself, is this special event something that if I missed, I could be okay with and live the rest of my life perfectly happy without it? Or is this an event I need to go to because I need to get this picture in my head more settled? And this special event, I think, will help me get there. And it's about you re-embracing the creativityness within yourself. I know you know my Gardenia Rose card, and you need to believe in your power, you need to be loved, and you need to carve your own destiny. But the thing you need to do is start to embrace your creativity and that inspirational, intuitional soul, just like my mom had to do. She had to turn her life around from doing what everyone expected her to do or the universe expects us to do and do something out of our comfort zone is the only way we can grow sometimes. So if you're really ready to grow, if you're really ready to change, if you're really ready to step into the cauldron, then I say yes, go for this special event. Don't let fear stop you from trying something. My mom always used to give me the best advice ever when it came to doing anything. She said, okay, so I've got one rule for you, one rule only, and this is the rule I want you to live by. And she said, oh, and I said, okay, as a kid. She says, I just want you to think about everything that person has told you and look at their actions and then decide whether you should believe them or not, right? Well, I believe you need to do that here. Look at their actions and what they're trying to accomplish. Maybe you have a place where you can start to clear this old foundation off. You can finally be free of it, Serenity, because you went to this event. Because this event will help you set a new foundation. If you're ready for that, then you're going to find your home there. You're going to be developing the full big picture there. You're going to have to find that power within yourself, that love within yourself, and that you have the power to create your own destiny. And that you have to turn your life around from being what people expect it to being what you want to be doing with life. And that's what my mom always used to tell me, and I don't have to yell at you for this one because you didn't need to yell anything, you just need to be reminded. So set down that new foundation. I think that's exactly what you need to do. I think you need to go to this event. You know, I think you need this within your path right now. You know, for you to get, if you want more growth than you've been getting lately, I think this is what you need to do. And you do have a one God card message as well. So, let me know if you want to see that bad boy. Ah, coffee. The drink of the gods. Oh. So, what are my cards trying to tell you? I think this is exactly what will happen during this event. You will have to remind yourself that you are the sky in this world, that you can control what happens when you're there and what you want to experience. It's about how you want to pour those emotions out, though. Do you want to be the light, happy rain that people get to soak in the light, happy serenity of wind? Or do you need to be the gale force wind? Stay away from me, push you away. I only need the more positive people in my life. You get to decide what kind of experience you have. So get it in your mind right now that this will be a changing, growing event that will help me move into more positive change and manifest that into reality. Don't let the negative thoughts pour down on you and start to convince you otherwise. Let it be change. Let it be growth. Let it be all that. Allow your emotions to flow free. Allow yourself to experience those emotions. Because that's what needs to happen. It's a time to let go. And maybe this is just the place you can do that, in a safe place for you to do it. I think this place will be safe for you to go. I don't think you're in any danger when you're there. I think it's going to be more, the danger I think you will face will be more metaphysical danger, and it won't be anything you can't handle or aren't ready for. So, it's not more than you can expect. You know what I'm saying? Savage! Savage. Cleansing cards. Excuse me while I blow my nose real quick. Wrong button. I'm not ending. Now that I turn the lights on in my room, see, that's all just pure me power there. When it happens like that, I usually keep a candle lit to help with the extra energy. And I draw energy from my candle. So 4 and 23, general reading for you, Mr. Savage, or do we have a question? And I'll remember that for next time, Serenity. Next time you get a God card, I'll just show them to you. So not next time, I'll know. Thank you. See, I love this. It's kind of like a prop in some ways. I can kind of pull it close. Are you listening to me now? But now we must get to Savage's reading as soon as he tells me if it's a general or a question in mind.
Calm down, honey.
Okay, honey, I'll calm down. General love reading. Okay, here we go. 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, and the 23rd card is now on top. Love reading, huh? A general love reading for you. Oofty. I see, says the blind man. I do see. I heard that nose blowed. I nearly met God. Ha ha ha. Okay. You might have heard it, but you didn't need to see it. How about that? All right, guys. Let's get into Savage's reading about the love reading he needs to hear right now. So, Savage, the thing that I think you need to hear the most right now is you need to get over this fear of all the trauma that you've had with the past dating stuff, and really get over that fear of failure and fear of not being accepted by the person who will love you, because there's a part of you that needs to take a leap of faith that you haven't taken before, that you haven't trusted yourself enough with. It's about trusting yourself and knowing that your higher power and your highest self has the only good in mind for you. They don't want to see you fail. No one wants to see anyone fail, but we have to sometimes let it happen. And allowing that to happen means sometimes we have to take a running, jumping leap off a really big cliff and with only a golden parachute, some bat wings, a soft space to land on. I don't know how much of a safe spot you need, but you've got a pretty big mattress down there too. But you know what it's all about there, Mr. Savage? It's about you finding this strength within yourself and realizing you are everything you need to be for the person who will love you back in return. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to do anything different. You have to have some better communication skills, be a little bit more open and honest maybe. Maybe you need to start together, work on as a team when you do meet this person of choice. But it's about you feeling like you are ready. You've reached a stage of maturity where you're ready for this change in your life. You're not trying to fix yourself with another person. You want a companion. You want a soulmate. You want a partner. Hey, yo, Dimmy. How you going, Dim? How's it going, Dim? Yo, 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 yo. All right. But it's about that stuff that came before was basically you tilling the soil up so that you could plant new positive seeds in your life there, my friend Savage. And what do you need to start to put down into that ground? One physical thing you can start to do better for yourself and the person you want to meet someday. Let's get our dress game up. Let's look as beautiful as we can. Let's make sure our personality is out there. We're not hiding nothing. We're going to put out our whole self. We're not going to hide behind masks. We're not going to try to show a person who we aren't. And for the first time, we're okay with who we are. We have to put those seeds physically, mentally, and spiritually into that ground. What mental thing do I need to put? That positive thought, that positive thinking. Let me see what you said real quick. I did say I see my first crush was my husband from my past soul, gender fluidity reality. I got read about because she was always coming back when I need her. And somehow, at the moment she needs me, somehow I like me to heal her. And again, we are on our way. Oh, no, there you go. So that's about the seed planting there. You know what I'm saying? But you got my Blue Wolf card. And my Blue Wolf card is a very important lesson I think you kind of need to hear right now. This is my father's card. And my father was not always a more responsible man in his life. He was a very irresponsible young man who did not want the burden of raising children or didn't know how to fix himself enough to feel like he was going to be a good father or whatever his true reasons were. I still don't know to this day. Don't care anymore. I love the man. But at one point I didn't. My father went on a journey. He was the lone wolf for a very long time. After he divorced my mother, he married 2 different women. The first woman I didn't really care for or like or dislike at all. It was just one of those things where I felt like he was replacing us with them. So I had your typical, you've replaced me with a different son and a different mother, and you don't want me anymore, is the kind of feeling I felt as a child. But what he felt is he was trying to find the family that would fit right for him, that could help fix him. It wasn't about him going and finding someone who could fix him. Okay? That's what he was trying to do. But he didn't find the love he wanted there, so he divorced her and married another woman. Now, this woman brought me and my father together. Finally, we healed our wounds because this woman convinced him it was time to reach out to his son, and his son was receptive enough to say, thank you very much for doing that. I think I will give it another shot, and now we have the healthy father-son relationship we always wanted to have. But it took work. And he had to kind of go on this lone wolf journey for a little while. And even that marriage didn't work out. He married one last woman, and I bet you can't believe what I'm going to say next. He married my mom again. That's right, he married the birth mother that birthed me. Yet again, they fell in love once again. They had dealt with all of the crap. He wasn't trying to fix himself anymore with another person. He was trying to return back to the family that felt right for him in the first place. Now that he had finally healed inside, he could actually become a part of a pack. He didn't have to be the leader. He didn't have to be the follower. He just had to be there. And as you are starting your journey here, that is what you're doing. You're going from place to place to find the right place that will fit right for you. What you need to start to do is what my father did when he first began his journey on his healthy road back to health. When he became the Blue Wolf, he howled at the moon and howled for his true family to come to him. He wasn't seeking them anymore. They were seeking him. It was my mother who reached out to my father, not my father who reached out to my mother for that reconnect. And, it was that call back to that true love that he had that made him realize he was always supposed to be here. But he didn't fix himself through other people. He had to fix himself through himself first. And my mom had to do similar things. When they fell back in love, they were both healed, healthy people. They weren't alcoholics or anything like that anymore. They were living in their best life ever and doing what they wanted. So they truly did fall in love. And that's why I feel like you needed to hear this story today, Blue, there, my savage friend, is because I feel like right now you don't have to necessarily belong to a pack. Just keep going. That lone wolf will eventually find the pack, but howl at that moon. Sing it with your whole heart, your whole song to that one true love that you know is out there somewhere and say, I don't know where you are, but hear me now. Come find me. And lo and behold, when I did that, she came. So just to let you know, it works. My wife did actually come find me. I didn't find her. So I was the recipient of love this time instead of the person seeking love. Some love came and found me. So you have to do the same thing I did. When it finally stares you finally in the face, I want you to accept it for what it truly is. Because, feels like my current condition. As I said, my first crush reached out to me in DMs saying sorry for not being online and super resemblance. Well, there you go. Maybe there's a window. I'm not going to say there is, but there may be a window for something to happen here. I want you to go in it with a brand new perspective. We're not doing it the same way anymore. We are going to work together as a team if it does come to be. You know what you need to do this time. Don't use the old toolbox. We need to develop new toolboxes. And that is it for readings for right now. Maybe I have time to fiddle with the screen here. Maybe. As long as I turn it down. I was in the middle of setting this up because my new screen kind of messed up on me. Now I've got to reset it up all over again. And all I've got to do now is scan this thing with my phone. Okay, now I got that. I don't know why. So while I've got a moment to figure this shit out, I'm going to do it. Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar? When you're better off than you are, or you could be a fish. Ha. Come on. What is this? Come on. Don't we love computer issues, guys? Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar. I'll be better off than you are. Or would you rather be a fish? Would you rather be a dish? Good old nostalgic technical issues. Yeah, you know how it goes. I'm just reading what you wrote. Sometimes you have to say fuck what the family thinks and do it anyway. Sorry. So I'm sorry. Please let me excuse me for saying this, but religion should have nothing to do with marriage. It should be you can believe what you believe, she can believe what she believes, and you can still love each other and be perfectly happy. Sometimes you have to tell your family, you know what? Your old ways aren't working anymore. This is the new way. This is the way we begin to heal. So I don't care if you accept it or don't accept it. I'm getting married to this person. That's kind of sometimes what you need to say. So I don't know if you're in that kind of a mood or not, but come on now, scan. I'm trying to. I'm trying to scan an image. Oh. Let's try restarting it. Like I don't have a QR code scanner. Come on. Doody 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 doody. Okay, where's my camera? I want to make sure my camera's working first. Let's clean the lens off a little bit. Let's try the QR coder one more time. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Stop, 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 stop. You're saying install smart things and then scan it, right? I almost downloaded the wrong thing. She can't do it. I know her and she would not force. Oh, well, then I'm sorry. I guess maybe you can find a way to go to her father and find a way for him to accept you. Maybe you can go have an honest heart to heart talk with him and really show him how much you love his daughter. I don't know if that's what it will take, but that's up to you to decide if that's what you want to do. Oh, come on. I don't want that. Well, hopefully, you know what? He's okay with you being with her. Maybe you don't need a piece of paper or an actual committed ceremony. You can always do a hand fasting, which is just like being married, only it's something private you do with you and your young lady. It doesn't mean you're legally together or anything like that, but you are. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't. I know what that means to. You don't want to hurt your parents sometimes. You know, but if you let them run your lives all the time, you'll never live your own. All right. Well, waiting for the mobile device to come on here. Ooh, gee. Come on. All right, more coffee time. Of course you can. Just give me a second to put mine down here real quick. Maybe we're gonna go get the one in the fridge the next time you want your coffee. Here you go. Give me a second. I'll give you the cream and sugar. There's cream and sugar. All right. Well, while my thing figures itself out, guys. Oh, you know, it's okay. You run into issues sometimes. You have to go. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's sad that old traditions like that keep people from happiness. I mean, just because you're Hindu and she's Muslim, I mean, really? Would you be willing to convert to Muslim for her? I mean, really? Would you be willing to do that? And if you did that, would her father accept you then? I mean, have you ever thought about that? I don't know if you're still here, Savage, but you seem to be the only one talking right now, so. I'll have to set up everything up all over again, but whatever. Not like that's the first time I've had to do that in my life. Had to fix my setup a tiny bit here.
Not you.
So while I'm waiting for, hi, Light Seeker, welcome in. VIP in the house. How's it going, Light Seeker? I'm trying to fix some technical issues right now, so readings are on hold for just a tiny bit. I'm doing okay. Just having some light technical issues. Nothing to worry about. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, good. Glad to say. Thank you for stopping by to say hi. While I'm waiting for this computer thing to do what it's needing to do there. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me do this real quick here. No, 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 no. I need a new. I need a new one. I just need a. Doesn't matter. Just go to anything. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. Well, like I said. Yeah, I agree with what you said there, buddy. la la la. So how are you doing today? I never said I wasn't a weird dude. I just did this. Oh, it's still finishing. Oh, I have to restart for it to work though. Okay, well, I'll have to restart later. Yeah, that I agree. You know, really, there are three topics I really don't like a whole bunch of. Worrying about politics, religion, and other things like that. Just isn't worth it right now. It's okay. Is everything reloaded back on it? I don't have to reload anything. Cool. Okay, wait. Go back home. Go back home. I gotta check this shit out. Did it work? Well, I have to wait till it restarted to get the PC to work, but yeah, I always choose humanity over religion or politics or um, sexual orientation. Still, don't care about sexual orientation. Neither could care less if you love a man or a woman and you want to fall in love with that person. So those are the three topics I could care less about. You know what I'm saying? Do 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 do. So anyway, guys, well, we're having a smoke, we're having a coffee, we're having some good conversations, I guess. It's a slow day. That's okay. We have slow days for moments here or there. So, well, there we go. Okay, closey. I know. Okay. Well, I want to do my computer restart so bad. I was thinking about getting some of those lights so we could turn lights on in the house whenever we want. Turn on the kitchen light, turn on the light, stuff like that. Honey. Alexa. Alexa. Oh, it's probably not connected. Yeah. I wonder if this will work. Alexa. Alexa. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not paying much attention to chat, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to paying attention here. What's I gonna do? Oh, settings. Do one of these things. Voicemail. Phone. About phone. Okay, where is it gonna be in then? Shouldn't you have a phone fucking section or a system? Maybe it's under system. Nope. How do I fix that voicemail thing? Okay, whatever. Display, sound, nope. Tried that. Change voicemail. Fucking can't. Kara, welcome back in, guys. Kara, give me a second. I'll open up the readings again here. I was trying to fix some technical issues, and I'm not able to fix them, so. Come on, my mobile account, my mobile services, maybe. Come. So, give me a second here. Kara, if you want to enter the queue, go ahead. I'm gonna just do this real quick, and hopefully it won't take me too long. Wrong person. Yes, you may. Give me your numbers, reading. Give me your numbers, Kara, and we'll do that. No, 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 no. Eight. Okay, what's your second number? Okay, turning this off. All right, so we'll go to your 8 shuffles and stuff like that. And then what's your second number? 1 through 52 there, Carl. That's all I'm waiting for. Okay. Okay, let's get to it. 1, 2, 3. God cards. 4, 5, 6, 7. And you said 8. 8. You have 2 God cards today. 2. And the 5th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th card is. All right, let's get to doing what we need to do today. Readings for Car. You want to know if... Yeah, I will raise the volume. Give me a second here. Can we hear me better now, Cara? Can we hear me better now? This is full volume now, guys, so... I yell a lot, that's why I keep it low. Is it too loud? Please let me know where we're at. Okay, good. I had turned down the volume so that people wouldn't hear me mumbling. But I was trying to figure out my technical issues. But, Cara, we've got some more issues that we need to worry about. And you have a question. Will you marry the one you have in mind, right? Well, it is time for you to finally realize that the one thing you need to do more than anything right now is go ask him to marry you. Because it's time to take that leap of faith. Jump off the cliff, full tilt kitty. Maybe you need to ask him to say, hey, I love you with all of my heart. That's what my wife did to me. She was on a bus without a ring in her hand. She didn't have a ring. I thought it was the most romantic gesture ever because she didn't have anything to give me. She only gave me her soul. She only gave me her love. That's all she gave me as a will you marry me kind of a thing. And she took a leap of faith doing that. She was on her bus. She was feeling it. She was feeling emotion. She even tried to get it recorded for posterity, but the dumb company wouldn't let her do it. So, but it was immortalized in time. Wait, now we cannot see that anymore. We should check in to see if we can get that record now that those things are open for drivers to get that copy. I wonder if we could ever see that, if that's still in the system somewhere. How long do they keep those videos for? Yeah, see, that's what I'm wondering. How long do they keep the videos for? Because if they don't keep them that long, it's been about 18 years, so I don't know. Keep it that long. But you know what you need to start to do there, Cara? You need to ignite your path. Whatever the catalyst for you making up your mind whether or not you want to have this gentleman or not in your life, okay? You had to start to realize that everything has led you up to this point, and the only thing left for you to do is strike the match against the grain to ignite your future into that light that lasts forever, that loving light that you're going to have with your spouse. Financial problems, and I'm in an Islamic country. Okay, so we have financial problems. Does love equate to finances? No. You're in an Islamic country. Okay. You are the guy, she's the girl. I get that. I'm just saying, And maybe there's religious things involved, maybe there's distance involved, but you know what? You have to make up your mind about what you want and what you're willing to do to get what you want. So, sacrifice everything, sell everything you got, get to where he is at, and then let him help you with the finance parts or whatever happens after that point, Come on, you stupid. That's why it's not lighting. Got candle wax. I can't light my candle. Anyway. Coming. 1 second. I've got a meal at the door. 1 moment. Coming. Here you go, sweetie. Thank you. Okay, back to your reading. Sorry, my wife was naked, so she couldn't go to the door, so I had to go for her. Otherwise, she would have gone. So let's get back to it here, Kara. The thing that you need to realize is, the most important part is you need to start to build what you do want to make this relationship be. And what are you going to build around that place that you are going to set down in stone of where you want to be in your life. So you've got this certain guy in mind, right? We have a spot that we have to set a clear foundation about what we want. If this gentleman likes you as much as you like him, that's the first thing we need to find out. Whatever. If you hear crinkling in the background, it's just my wife eating her meal. What you throwing me? What did you throw at me? Oh, really? What did you throw at me?
The crumpled up bag.
Oh, well, then I was like, what did you throw? I thought you threw something to eat or something. I was like, wait a minute. So I thought she threw me a snack, and she didn't. Okay. But okay, well, I'll eat that later. So, I'm sorry I've been so jumpy around with you, Kara. I apologize to you for that. Some things happen at home that I got to go do sometimes. And it's going to lead me back to your answer on this question is, will you ever be with this guy? I think you need to build around what you actually want to keep safe. And that safe spot with you and him together as one, it's time to bring you guys together and start to build it together. Because that's the only way this will ever work. You have to get past what has been blocking you all of this time. This cold, icy exterior of, I'm scared of being hurt. I'm scared of losing everything that I ever had to get what I want. You're going to have to make a choice. Nah, dude, it's your wife. What did that mean?
Huh?
No, that's what I'm asking. Cara, what did you mean? Nah, dude, it's your wife. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I think I know what you meant. So, Cara, it's about the icy exterior that you're kind of presenting right now, that you're so afraid of the hurt or so afraid of the change that you really want to make with your life. You have to make a choice. Okay, she doesn't even know you and can't even see can't even hear.
In other words, she doesn't know you exist.
Oh, okay. Well, if she doesn't know that, maybe it's time to make sure she does know it, dude. Because that might be what's blocking you here. You're so afraid of the hurt of trying that you're not trying. That's why you're blocking yourself off. You're putting yourself in a nice little ice cube here that feels like you could be protected from any harm whatsoever. You may only have a small breathing hole and 2 sets of eyes to look out at the world, but you know what? You're safe. You're cold, you're miserable, but you're safe. Maybe it's time to get out of that comfort zone and go do what you think you need to do. Talk to her, tell her how you feel, and get all of that out of the way before we think about what will happen in the future kind of stuff. I mean, you're not in the same country. It looks like you're not in any way. There's not a way for you to go be with this person, whatever is happening there. But if you, it's about what you are blocking yourself from. It's what you just have to make its choice, whether you're going to go for it or not go for it. So I'd start with the light, happy stuff first, and then move to more major crap. But that's up to you. I got God cards for you too. 2 God cards as well there. Maybe, Kara, this is the answer you've been looking for. Maybe it's not, but it's definitely okay. See, and I don't always understand the different cultures and faiths and places of where you are at have different rules for that, and I don't always know all the rules, but I'm just talking in general. Sometimes you have to go out of what the strictness is and go to a place that's not so strict. But that, like I said, Islamic countries are different beings than America. So and I'm not saying we're better than they are. We're not better or worse than anybody else. We're just doing the best we can. So your God cards today are this, Kara. I usually ask, but today I felt like you just needed to see them. So I really believe this is what is stopping you from having happy, okay? You're freezing in place. You're letting the culture run your life. You're letting the belief system that you're working or whatever is stopping you from getting what you want. You have to stomp your feet to the ground and say, which way do I need to move to make this happen? If she doesn't even know you or see you or anything like that, then there's nothing to work on until you go talk to her. If you're not allowed to go talk to her, then I'm sorry, maybe it's time to move on. Because maybe you're getting in your own way from your own happiness. This may be the one you're attracted to, but may not be the one you're meant to be with. You have to get out of those old anxiety, doubts, and fears that keep getting in your way from getting what you want and let those things fall behind you so you can walk up to the top of that hill and see what you want right there. So, I believe that we're human beings. No one in this world can tell you what to do. I don't care how strict your country is. If you decide to go do something, you can go do it. There's no one in this world who can stop you from thinking in your head what you are thinking. Okay? And I know it's strict in your countries, but basic human reality is that country does not hold any power over you. You hold all the power because you are the one who decides whether or not you accept that power or not. You're living with power over, not power with. Sometimes you have to find the power within. So, my intuition is saying until you're willing to get past the I'm too afraid part to try, even if it's just a talking kind of thing. Well, then I guess you have to accept your fate and start looking for what's possible rather than what's impossible.
Maybe talk to the father.
I already suggested that. He's too strict. All right, guys. Well, that's what I have to tell you today there. I don't know if that helps you in any way, make some choices and decisions or whatever, Kara. But no one says you can't love from afar. No one says you can't. If you're willing to take the risk and risk everything, go for it. Otherwise, you have to accept that you have to live within where you're at in your culture and your region and what you are able to do and try to find someone that you can fall in love with that is within the wheelhouse of what you guys will accept and won't accept. Because, like I said, it's different here in America. We don't have rules like that. We can marry pretty much anyone we want, even the same-sex people. So, you know what? We're pretty open when it comes to stuff like that. And I know that sometimes there's different views in different countries. And I don't like to say your way is better than mine, my way is better than yours. No one's way is better. We're all doing the best we can. Oh, you bitch. You little bitch. Ah, la, 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 la. Anyway, Lightseeker, whenever you're ready, throw me your numbers and stuff like that, and I will get going on your reading. I'm just trying to fix this little piece of shit wax that's in my goddamn lighter. And my crap fell all over the ground, so I was like, where did I put anything? Okay. Come on. Damn it. Oh, light. Light! Light and stay lit. I give up. This thing's dead. I give up.
You want me to see if I can get...
Yeah, see if you can get it to work or not. I want to get to Lightseeker's reading, so sorry about that, Lightseeker. I had some light technical issues and lighters aren't working, and it's like, oh, everything's going wrong. Help. Help, my stream isn't working. Help, I'm not looking professional. Help.
Give me the candle.
Of course the Stone of Magic can light it. Of course. I'm only the Stone of Freedom, but no, she can light any fucking candlelight she wants. It takes me forever to do it. It's just her power is different than mine.
There you go.
Haha.
It's an awfully short wick, though.
Yeah, I think maybe it's time to say goodbye to that candle anyway. Oh well. Standby time. You know what I say? If one candle won't work, you got another one in reserve, don't you? Always got to have another candle in reserve. And then we'll do your reading for today, okay, Lightseeker? Thank you for being patient. You're awesome as always. So now we got a little bit of light here. Candlelight for us today. Smokes. Watchy who's it's. Let's get to doing 8 and 24 for Lightseeker. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and give me a second. Okay, got it. 7. Let's do this one more time because I noticed something. And 8. All right, and then we've got the 24th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, and the 24th card is now on top. You have 3 God cards for a message today. General reading, I'm assuming there, Lightseeker? Alrighty. Oh. I'm just finishing my coffee real quick here. And at this point, all the other stuff I don't care about. Okay, guys, here we go with the reading for Light Seeker. And here we go with what you need to know today for your general reading, since you didn't say anything else. Drager.
Yep.
So here's what you need to know there, Light Seeker. Time to start to follow that ancient intuition that you hold. Your path has been leading you exactly where you want to go, exactly where you need to go. Trust that your inner guides, that your heart, that your soul is leading you in the right direction. I feel like you have started doing this a lot lately and starting to trust in those higher powers, leading you to the right people at the right time and all of that stuff. But sometimes we don't always listen to those voices that are in our head. We think that sometimes they're mundane thoughts, but sometimes our guides go through our mundane thoughts to make us to get us to realize what we're doing with ourselves. So we might not realize it at a time, but some of our guides are whispering in our ears, trying to tell us things we know aren't the truth or are the truth to get us to start to work those problems out. But now is a time of joy, not a time of sorrow. Now is the time for you to find the happy, to embrace the happy. When you are gifted something or given something, try to find the love and the joy in it. You know very well what that means to you, and I know what it means to me, that what you did for all those beautiful people who got that donation. It's time for you to find the happy. Like a cat sitting in a cat tree, soaking up the sun, getting their belly rubbed, laying in your arms, getting petted. Whatever way you want to equate happy, you find what happy means to you, and it's time to start to look around for it every single day of every single moment. It's time to take an unseen path. You know, we like to walk these long, hard journeys because we feel like we have to get to our goal. That's the hard path. We kind of jump over everything else. We will stumble and fall along the way, yeah, but we're going to get to our goal no matter what. Well, once we get there, we got to take a break. Well, sometimes that doesn't work, so we try the easy path. We try to take a little step at a time, a little step at a time, a little step at a time. We finally reach our goal, and then we have achieved it. But sometimes that doesn't work either, so we got to mush both of them together and start to forge the path ahead by facing the one thing that keeps us from that happy. Right, Light Seeker? It's that one thing that you have yet to move past, that you know if you did that, you could find the happy you're looking for and see the end of the path and maybe see where this unseen path could lead you. Because maybe it's about you finding a way to combine everything together and walk a path that's more of a in between both worlds rather than a one world is better than the other. But donating back to self. Now, I know you've done this, and I know you continually to do this. But sometimes I feel like even your generous nature is too generous. Sometimes we have to accept the gift for ourselves and allow ourselves to be the kind of person who is accepting of that gift back in return. Because I feel like one day you might be doing something that does a lot for other people, but you'll need to remember how to donate back to self again. Yep, working on that. I'm just tired at the moment. Right, and that's why you have to start to donate back that energy to yourself. And that means listening to those inner voices, finding the happy, and finding a path that's right for you will lead you to a place where you can start to donate back to self. I know you understand, but just letting you know, kind of going over it one more time for you before we move on to the God cards, which you said you already want. So, haha. I'll take those 3 cards. So what is your other question today that you might need to hear the answers to? You need to start to be like the sun who shines down on the world that they want to start to brighten. There's a village that needs your help, and you know what this village is, the village inside of yourself that's got to soak up that sun and start to be like that brilliant beauty of the sun, glazing that sun over all the things that will warm the whole planet. You have to accept and take those gifts. Receive, receive, receive. It's time to receive the gifts and accept the gifts and be happy that you are getting the gifts that you are getting right now, because what you are getting now may not come again. So I take advantage of it while it's coming your way. This abundance that is coming your way, this thing that is coming your way, it's going to change your life. It's going to change you from being a more negative person to a more positive person. You got my brother's card. So maybe you feel like you've been putting yourself in your own kind of a jail cell, and you kind of feel like you're going out and trying to find a new life because you feel like you did something wrong your whole life and you had to go to prison for it, and now you finally feel like you got out of that prison, but you don't ever want to go back to that place ever again. So what you do is you change yourself so that you become a more positive minded person instead of a negative person, and then you start to move your life around in new different ways by taking in that fresh breath of air. Deep breath time. We're going to breathe life. We're going to take life. We're going to understand everything about life. We're going to allow that breath of life to come into us and be okay with being alive and just being here. Then we're going to allow that rain to come out in our life and pour all over and wash away all that which we do not want, and let us heal from the hurt. Even if we have hurt, we cannot let ourselves continue to be this thing. We have to allow ourselves time to go out. Now, that doesn't mean you might not have consequences to pay for in the future should you not listen to these new things you're trying to get. My brother put himself in a prison because of something he did very evil in this world. Now, he had to go pay the price of spending some time in jail, but then he got a little bit lighter sentence than most people, and he got to go to a place where he got to go heal and learn how to do it new in different ways. And maybe that's the thing you need to explore, is something new in different way where you can start to breathe in that fresh breath of air and allow those emotional freedoms to be let out. So that's what you needed to hear today, Light Seeker. I don't know. And if you have a brother figure in your life that's not me, go ask some advice from your brother figure today. Cleansing shuffle. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love, guys. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I think we're going to end stream a little bit early today, guys, because I do have a lot of technical issues to work on right now. So I'm going to go see who's online right now. Maybe we'll spend a half an hour more here with you guys. But I've been trying to deal with these technical issues, but I still wanted to go on. I thought I had them all fixed when I'm going on. And boom, now they're not working anymore. So, and I don't know if we have, many of my friends aren't on today. I don't know if there's a special thing going on or whatever. But, you know, I always find someone cool to bring you to. Ooh, that's who we'll go to. I'm going to bring you guys to another tarot reader that I really think is a good tarot reader out there. Her name is Tarot Mama. So we're going to shout her out real quick here. And this is where we're going to go today. Since I'm not going to be doing another hour of tarot readings, I think it's only fair that you guys get to have that moment here. What the hell, Kappa? Really? There we go. Now we got the right one. That's where we're going to go today, guys. So we're going to go right into Tarot Mama. I really want to say thank you guys for being here today and being a part of my stream. I'm sorry I'm cutting out a little bit early for you guys. I know that I would normally stick around another little bit longer than this, but let me see what you said there. What did you say? They fucked me a lot with narcissistic abuse. Sorry to hear about that, buddy. So we're going to go spend some time with Tarot Mama. and just go give her a nice little light, a no profit welcome, guys. I do have a raid message here. Give me a second here while I type it in. It's exclamation point raid if you want to follow around. I don't have a subscriber raid button yet, so. So that's my raid message. You guys can copy a little bit of that or all of that. Just go show some much appreciation, love, and support there. Go show her how much we want to say hi to the Tarot Mama. Like I said, if you guys want a good, solid reading who's going to help you in your journey, I think she will help you. Since I can't spend the time I want to spend with you today, I'm going to let you guys go and spend some time with my friend here, Tarot Mama. And I want to see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with the new technical issues fixed. Right, guys? Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to head out, guys. I love you very much. I'm going to get this raid message started here. And as we begin to raid into it, because Michael's not on today. I was hoping Michael would have been on, but he wasn't on right now. So we're going to go raid into her channel. Then I got to do a reset on the computer. So we might do a little bit of love to her chat too. So we're going to go spread some love. We're going to go give her a lot of love here. We're going to go give her a special treat today as well. She won't be expecting this. I'm going to drop a bomb of subs on her ass, and she's not going to be expecting that. So here we go. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Love you.
Hello, non-profit. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. I'm gonna get all my stuff done. Whoa! Oh, that is so kind of you. Thank you so much for that. Look at that, paying it forward. We were just talking about that. That was so kind.
Yes, we wanted to pay it forward today and give you some much needed love. And we really like your readings. And I really appreciate how you help people every day. So this is to come back in return for you today.
So, I'm gonna go nuts for a second here. That was awesome. How have you been today? You wanted to pay it forward today. That's wild. Y'all, isn't that the wildest nonsense ever?
Yep.
For our Monday reading,
We just
we were literally talking about putting good karma out there, putting positivity out there, and paying it forward. And then you just showed up and literally just. There you go. I appreciate you.
Oh, I gotta resubscribe myself. What the fuck I forgot to do?
That's awesome. Love coaching. Thank you, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks lots. I know.
Well, I'm gonna do some self-care stuff. I've got to reset my system, so I won't be lurking, but I will be here supporting you when I get back.